Hello everyone, I'm Luo Yuejia from Sino-Canadian program of Guiyang No. 1 High School. I'm honored to give my presentation on food demand. Before I get into it, I want to make an assumption. If the productivity remains the same, but there are only 10 people who need to be fed, more livestock will be fed by more than enough food. If so, problem solved. However, in real life, there are far more than 10 people on the planet Earth. Therefore, we can conclude that the largest population increase is expected to occur in Asia, China to be more specific. According to a survey done in 2006, there will be more than 8 billion people in 2050. Another reason is the increasing incomes in almost every country, which brings up the consumption of meat so that more cereal, energy, and water are being used to feed livestock. Except continents like Africa, the harsh environment really affects the growth of food. Today, nearly half of the world's areas are being used for animal feed. The other two reasons I can think of are climate change and insufficient farming land. In terms of shortage of air, take my grandfather's farm as an example. It was shut down about 3 years ago because the government planned to build a road across that area. And my grandfather was not the only person whose lands were taken back. More farmers have been through this kind of situation, which reflects that in China, more and more arable lands are being taken back by the government for other purposes. There's a Chinese scientist named Yuan Longping cultivated the super hybrid rice by using biotechnology. The rice is of higher quality, and there is greater immunity to pests and disease-causing microorganisms. Yuan announced that the production of super hybrid rice has already exceeded 800 kg per mu, which is a unit of area slightly smaller than a hectare. In Tokyo, the increasing food demand is solved by improving the infrastructure of production and supply. These years, genetically modified food appears on our dinner tables. Now, there are 4 future proposed solutions. First of all is a way to plant vegetables that is getting more and more popular these days. Wasted materials like papers can be used to plant things like spring onions or mung beans. On one hand, it's a total save for the resources. On the other hand, the proportion is difficult to control, which makes the plant difficult to grow. The second proposed solution is climate-smart agricultural practices. This method has been used by CIAT in Africa, and it worked really well. It saved a huge loss for the farmers. The only problem is it requires a long-term observation of the climate. The third solution is that using big data to prevent farming loss, which is really similar to the second one. And Dr. Yuan plans to cultivate a kind of rice that has increased 20% to 25% of production compared to the ones planted today. That's all. Thank you for your time.